Hi everybody, my name is Eric and I am going to show you how to see. I just turned my key on. Oil pressure is what I'm getting ready to say, but my oil pressure gauge, see, that's jumping way up here to 80 just with the key on it. The truck ain't even started. It ain't supposed to do that. And then when the truck does start, gauge stays the same. I'm not going to start it, but gauge stays the same. It's pegged up there like that, so it should be somewhere around 40, give or take. It's going to be the oil pressure sensor. We're going to change. This is a 2003 GMC Yukon. It's a 5.3, and the procedure is going to be the same in a bunch of these 5.3s, the GMC, the Chevy Suburbans, the Silverados. I don't know what all ones, but I know that they're all going to be really close to being the same. But anyway, yeah, when you turn the key on, this gauge pegs, and when you start it, it's just the same. It doesn't fluctuate under acceleration, nothing. It's just pegged, so it's definitely the sensor. Let's jump out here and see where this sensor's at on this truck. It's kind of hidden. This is from the driver's side. Here's your brake reservoir. We're on the driver's side of the vehicle. Looking at the motor, this cover is already off of here, off the top, the Vortec cover. But anyway, looking at the motor from here, we're just going to follow this rail basically all the way back. And where this rail kind of dumps off back here in the dark, got a light. There's a cubby hole right here. You see this little cubby hole you can reach in? That's probably going to be the easiest access. And down in there is where the sensor is. And if I can get my beautiful daughter to hold this camera for me and assist in some of this, I will show you guys where this is at. Now see, I'm just using a shop mirror, and I can go back behind here, and this is going to be kind of hard to see, but we're seeing my daughter can spot it once I do. Let's see. There it is there. Steven, come here and look at this mirror. Come and look in this mirror for me. You see that in that mirror? Can you see inside that mirror?
Nope.
How about, let me go ahead and, let me do this. Okay. There it is. Okay. Now, let's talk about that part we just looked at. It had a plug on top of it, and it's a single clip plug. That plug's going to need to be unclipped first. And once you get that plug unclipped, this is basically what you're going to have. You're going to be looking at the top of this. And it's a 3-prong. These only go one way. An idiot can put them back together. But anyway, you're going to need a socket. It's a 1 1/16 socket. They do sell a special socket, but once you got a good socket, and it's not in there too awful tight, it should come on out. And of course, probably, you know, an extension and whatever. I'll go through that here in just a second, but we'll let you know what tools we're going to need exactly. Let me go ahead and get this pulled off, and then I'll get back with you. Let you know what tools I needed to get that out. Alright, so here's the old part here. And actually that came out really easy. That was really easy. What I did was, I ended up with my big bar. It's got a swivel neck on it. It's a 1/2-inch drive. I ended up with my big bar because what I did was I ended up with my deep well socket, and ended up with my deep well socket on a swivel, and then I went with I think this is a 10-inch extension is what this is here, a 10-inch extension. So yeah, what I did was I just took my 1 1/16 socket, deep well socket, I put it on my swivel neck, I reached back in there, I unplugged the plug that we looked at. I took these two pieces holding here and just kind of went in there, got it fit on there, got my extension, snapped it in place, and then snapped my bar on top, and I had plenty of room. The key thing is just watch your socket and make sure your socket's staying up and down. I put a flashlight down in there, and you can't really see where I'm working at, but I was able to be able to watch my socket and make sure it was you know, staying up and down, and it wasn't kind of getting cocked off at all. I had no trouble though. I mean, this thing just slid right out. It was really easy. I mean, it was on there, but it wasn't. For these tools, it just came right out. And I guess to put it back in is reverse, man. I'm just going to reach back in there with my new one and get it threaded. If I can't see or anything, I'm just going to kind of feel, make sure I don't knock anything in there, but I'm just going to real softly find where that hole is and then feed the part over. You know, I'm going to maybe fill and then just feed the part right over. And then just, I normally spin it backwards a little and then go the other way. That way it seems like it catches threads better if you go back first and then try to tighten it. And then you normally get it threaded right the first time. Put the new one in, make sure the plug goes on. When the plug goes on, you probably hear it go snap. And then we'll check back and see if this actually fixed the problem. Let me get it thrown on there and then we'll check the gauge. Okay, well, part's in. I probably could have videotaped this whole thing. It may have took a whopping, I don't know, 15 minutes to do the job. If that. It was quick and easy. Anyway, let's see how this gauge is acting. Turn the key on. Gauge stays down. See the difference? We're going to go ahead and start it. Oil pressure drops back, comes up. It's where it's supposed to be at. 40 pounds, give or take. Problem solved. That's how you do it, guys. Hope it helps somebody. Subscribe, like, share, do something. Talk to you guys later. Bye.